Okay, we should be live. Let me just double check everything's working properly. So let's put the desktop audio on and double check that the mic is working properly.
This story deserves a perfect ending. Don't you think?
If it loads, okay. There we go.
This story deserves a perfect ending.
Testing.
Don't you think?
Testing. Cool, it's working. Nice. Oh man. First time, I think, in forever when we've had an update on a day that isn't midweek, so very different. Anyway, Honkai Star Rail's new update is out. I believe we're on version 4.3 now for Panacadia and stuff. New characters out. Waternax Blade, I think that's how you pronounce it. So we're gonna try and pull for that, and we're gonna do part of the new story today. No clue how much we're gonna get through, honestly. Since I'm going to start the stream later in the day, I don't think we're gonna get through it all, so I'll probably have to find a good halfway point around 2 to 3 hours in. But yeah, priorities first. We need to pull characters, so let's get this started then. We will watch later. So first things first. Here we got sanctions done. We got this. I believe, yeah, new in the shop. I think exchange shop. Yeah, these got reset as well. I think it's very rare these reset on the same day. So buying all these, we got like 20 for one of these, but just see if we need that or not. Just grab those for the time being. Travel log. Let's have a look. We got one pull. Fun. Trailblaze Mission. The current main event. The item you get if you get Blade. Ah, yeah, Guang is on as well. Divergent universe. Okay, cool. Let's have a looky here then. Mortinax Blade. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correct. And of course we got... I probably am going to have to try and get... No, Yaoguang, I mean. I'm probably going to have to try and pull Yaoguang, but I'm not sure. It's for the Elation team, but priorities. Big priorities on Blade. Okay, let's see where our pity is at the moment. So, what we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Oh, and we got Silver Wolf. Oh, that's not good, is it? Okay, I thought I was in a better position than that, but what is that? That's what, 5, and then 29 pity. Oh dear. 29 pity. I'm probably just mixing it up with my Genshin pity, because I know with Genshin I've got a higher pity at the moment. Think, anyway. 29 pity. Of course, I'm wearing my Blade cosplay. Hopefully we get him. And hopefully we don't get catfished either, because as you can probably guess, Blade is also on the Stellar invitation, so which we actually did get Silver Wolf on the previous one on Silver Wolf's banner, so off the top of my head, this is enough for like what, 3 temples maybe? So cross fingers. So this will put us up to 39. First temple. Crossing fingers. Don't think so. Yeah, 4-star. Yeah. I mean, we'll want characters out of the 4 stars. Oh my goodness, 2 team ones. Because it gives us a free single pull at the end of the day. And I've already maxed out all the 4 stars. Okay, next one will be 49. Doesn't look like it again. Come on. Can't even remember where Pity starts. Star Rail, yeah. Four-star characters. Nothing there. Oh, so this will put us up to 59. Doesn't look like it either. Come on. Let's see, there's some characters. Okay, Sampo, character. Oh man. So up to 59p. We do have some single pulls on here, so we're gonna see if we can get like anything off here for like extra pulls. So we've got 5 single pulls, and of course we've hit maximum like cards. Oh man. Hopefully that's enough. Okay, let's see what we get. I don't know where we are on pity for this one. What's the 4-star? Lovely! Ah, this game. I don't think we've got enough for another temple, do we? We've got enough for 4 days. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough. Wow, we need so many. Oh, that's so painful. Nothing. I guess nothing for today, I guess. That's sad. Oh well. We've still got some time. I think, how long's the banner on for? It's like 22 days. So we should be fine for getting him, hopefully, as long as we win the 50-50, but... be that way sometimes, eh? My goodness. Absolutely nothing. They're saying that we did get, like, what, a double 4-star on one of them, so it did make a little bit back, but...
This story deserves a perfect ending.
Oh well. Let's start getting into the main story then, so... Hey, Mr. Bob! Well done for redeeming first. Let's put the smoliv on. And the cheesecake. Props. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Bob, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. Let's have a drink. Surviving. Even though the weather's gotten a little bit more, wet outside in the UK, it's still quite humid. Especially indoors. Apart from that, I mean, it's been an interesting day so far. We just used up what pools we had. We had enough for 3 temples, but we didn't get anything. My sadness.
This story deserves a perfect ending.
Oh man. But yeah, we're gonna start going through the main story now. don't think we're gonna get through. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what was it? Last week for the UK we had the heat wave, and now we've got the regular rain weather. I mean, for all I know.
Scenes of past
Yeah,
glory,
like, for all I know, that heat wave
drifting
last
by,
week and the week before
one
is probably
after
the
another.
only good sunny weather we're gonna get for the whole of the summer period. Yes, it came out today. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. But it just the sadness. Yeah, unfortunately for me, like where our pity was is not that good. I always have to remember which pity because I'm like, I also play Genshin, but you know, that's where we got our last character. So we'd have to win the 50-50 as well, but we're up to like 59 pity now. Yeah. The new collab characters are out in the next update, mind you, but yeah. Just remember the next update, what was it? 4.4 is when the next new collab characters come out and you get a free, what was it? Archer or Gilgamesh. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man. Honestly, this is the problem I've got at the moment. The only Elation characters I have are Trailblazer and Silverwolf. Silverwolf being one of my favorite characters and stuff. But yeah, it's uh I I definitely need to get Yao Guang on the banner at the moment. I need more Elation characters, but the problem is Blade is one of my favorite characters too. So yay for that. But yeah, thanks so far on the banner. Hopefully. Oh, my voice is glitching. Oh no. Let me check. You might hear double for a second. I need to check what on earth's going on. Let's see. Testing. Testing. That seemed okay. Is it still glitching out, Mr. Bob? Yeah. Honestly, I'm still building. I'm still building the character at the moment. The main problem I have is that every relic I get is trash. It's like for the hat and gloves, I always try and get free substats on, and then everything else 2 in the main. But yeah, same here. But unfortunately, the event I couldn't get the last few rolls, and honestly, everything I got off the event was trash. Oh man, it would be like, oh, I got the right main. Oh, I got 2 sub, but none of them are on the correct sub. But yeah, I didn't even get the last few because I wasn't doing the cake cat stuff very much. But yeah, either way, it's one of those things. Ah, yeah, what's up here as well? What's up is it? I hope you're having a great day too. Yeah, what's up? Ah, even worse. Anyway, let's get into it then. So we got ugh, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. The Lethe Below the Living. I don't even know. I give up. Wanderers seek their final rest. Travelers carry warnings. People journey to the painting's edge where the ancient river Lethe flows. I can't pronounce that word. Watching as memories of joy and sorrow rise from the depths. I said, I don't know how much we're going to get through this, because I am starting the stream much later in the day than I normally do for a game update. Normally I start around midday, but we're doing this around past 7 p.m, so I'm probably going to have to pause halfway through. So if anyone's played the event and knows there's a good pause point, give me a heads up when we get to it. I want to at least get through an hour or two, probably 2 hours if possible, but yeah. Anyway, illusion of the end. So the commotion stirred up by Full Wish has come to a close, but the dark clouds surrounding Phantom Moon have yet to clear. The Phantom Moon games, the world canvas, Shifu's flesh, a Lord Ravager. There are just too many thorny issues to deal with, and it's getting a little hard to breathe. Deep breaths, Trailblazer, deep breaths. March seems to be watching the news. Let's see what's happening with Plan Arcadia. So let's go. We'll view the story recap because that's something we always do.
During the events of Star Rail Fest, Ashvale discovered what the happiness surgery truly entails. Implanting the flesh and blood of the abominations of abundance. Given the gravity of the situation, we decided to go to Graphia Academy and first launch an investigation into Full Wish. During the course of events, we unexpectedly crossed paths with Full Wish herself. Also a survivor of the Bloodstained Games, she openly joined the Phantasmoon Games and invited supplicants to travel to Seafeld City, where the winner would be decided in a televised debate. During our exchange with Full Wish, Himiko realized that Full Wish might be a masked fool. As a result, I asked Sparksy to investigate the tavern for leads, and through that, we identified Full Wish's ability. The happiness syntax.
Okay.
Evanescia and Yaoguang established a cooperation agreement. After Evanessia's attempt to assess Full Wish, in her capacity as the arbitrator failed, they encountered Blade and his group, and learned that the flesh implanted in the happiness surgery originated from Shuhu, an emanator of abundance. Himiko and I went to the TV station to take part in the debate and met
when they
up
transform,
with
those new
Sunday and
enemies are
Ashvale,
so annoying.
who had arrived ahead of us. However, the debate turned out to be a carefully orchestrated trap. In full view of the public, all those who had undergone the surgery transformed into terrifying monsters. And Full Wish framed both the IPC and the Astral Express as the masterminds behind it all. When the disaster erupted, Evanescia willingly violated a forbidden taboo and revealed the real purpose of the Phantasmoon Games: to suppress the terrifying entity slumbering within plain Arcadia. Through this act, she unlocked the original power of the ambrosial arbor within herself and intervened in the unfolding situation. At the same time, Silverwolf, entrusted by Pearl, set out to investigate the anomalous signal responsible for the monster's
Mr. Meanie, I
emergence,
remember that.
only to be obstructed by Mr. Meanie. As the force backing Full Wish, he wields tremendous power, powerful enough to interfere with the Stellaron Hunter's script. Meanwhile, Full Wish continued to livestream our movements in the TV tower, distorting the truth by every possible means. Drawing upon the wish power of 200,000 victims, she manifested the Meanie Phantasmoon in an attempt to defeat us individually. Thankfully, Silverwolf regained the power of the Ether cartridge, level 999, and dealt with it before it was too late. After overcoming every obstacle in our path, we reached the top of the TV tower and confronted Full Wish head-on. Drawing on the people's wish power, she briefly held the upper hand. Ultimately, I used the Stellaron within me to bear that wish power, thereby stepping onto the path of elation and defeating her once and for all. Even so, those who had undergone the surgery did not recover. At Blade's proposal, everyone joined forces to concentrate all of Shuhu's flesh within his body, freeing the victims from the influence of the happiness surgery. Just when I thought the crisis was over, Evanescia requested that I warn the creator of the world in canvas.
Yeah, and that's how it ended.
According to her, Assad Pramod, The Lord Ravager who once attempted to eliminate plain Arcadia has returned again.
Don't remember that bit, but it was so long ago now. That's the one thing about this game. You really do need the story recap, and honestly, it's something that Genshin needs too, honestly. But yeah, either way, that's the story recap. I'm still a bit mixed on the whole Foolish stuff. Like, the whole situation with Foolish was just, I don't even know, disturbing. Disturbing's probably the best way to put it, but yeah. Oh man. I just don't know. I don't know what direction we're going with this one either. There's been too many big surprises. It's like I'm always worried about Blade. I know he wants to die, but I don't want him to die, you know? But yeah. Anyway, that was the recap. I remembered most of the details. I did not remember the last little bit, but honestly. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. So we're meeting up with March.
Severely affected by the incident, citizens are advised to remain patient and await assistance. Moving on to our special segment, the Phantom Moon Brief.
Okay, where are we? Okay, let's talk to March.
You're back!
Yes, we are.
The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news!
Hello, everyone! Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone! This is your old friend, Snowy!
Well then, as the Phantom Moon games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Yes, we are! And after the director of Full Wish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Full Wish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games! That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game!
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imaginée known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack.
Okay.
This Imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Fullwish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginée inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits. And in a chilling echo of the bloodstained games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the Trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Foolish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see. Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too. Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish.
Yeah. Well, you need to make a living somehow.
Since when did you get so understanding?
Oh my goodness.
I'm happy you made it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same. Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung.
What on earth does that mean?
Oh! Is this what it takes to become a hero?
Sitting to behind, really that bad?
If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore.
Did you not click with Dan Hang
Right.
anymore then? What?
Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet.
You tell much everything about the battle at sea for your TV tower.
So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster?
Yep.
And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade?
That's right.
And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantas Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you.
Mm-hmm.
And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn, who was it again?
Graphia?
Who is that?
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the most important part. Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back?
Yeah.
Oh, why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line. A Lord Ravager, at Venessia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantas Moon games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with. Feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat. Are you okay?
Oh, I don't like the last one. It's kind of a mess. Give me a sector thing. Probably.
I shouldn't have asked so many questions. Didn't mean to stress you out or make you worried. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next?
Did she yawn? She was thinking about
I've had
yawning.
a long day. I should just get some rest.
He melts into it. Goodness. Hi, Poseidon. And great, the blurp sound effect did not work. I love it when blurp doesn't work. Yeah, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. Let me check. Why is it not working? It's probably something to do with the fact that I haven't done ODM. That works. So why did the hello there, but just didn't play it? Jeez. I'm gonna have to check blurk it. Yeah, probably. Currently playing the new Star Rail update, doing the next part of the story quest and such. We're not too far in, I'm like 10 minutes or less in, probably. It's like our MC is falling asleep.
Welt, she's tired. Let her sleep.
Never knew you could sleep this much.
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
Yeah. So much to do. I don't know where to
From
begin.
our very first steps, trouble has always followed the Nameless. But this is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom-Pom, I was the only crew member on board. Constantly stretched thin and
That was
feeling
like
out of my
15 years
depth.
ago, I believe.
All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all. Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers. The Nameless who guided me before I set out once told me, keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like
Interesting.
you. I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you.
Aww.
That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise from 15 years ago.
Almost from 15 years ago?
I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her, to let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life, and found companions I could trust with all my heart. I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began.
Interesting.
It's a long story, filled with many memories of my past. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
Interesting.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, let Shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle and listen to your story.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanesia said to you. Evanesia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too.
Yeah. Which one is he? Is he a
disruption
disruption
from the
one?
databank and the IPC's investigation, Assat Pramod's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces. 1,000 years ago, my ancestor Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Assat Pramod's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantom Moon games be the prelude to his next invasion?
Okay, I've got some questions. It seems to me that Graphia is still alive. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species.
Yeah.
Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious.
Mm-hmm. Could you tell me more about Graphia?
There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond.
Antimatter Legion.
Second,
Oh.
near the end of one of the Phantasmoon games, she created the world in canvas to shelter inside it what was left of civilization and life. Which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramod, but has also witnessed the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
About the world in canvas.
Nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually is. Over 140 years ago, the IPC tried to salvage the world in canvas, but they were only able to reconstruct part of it in the real world. That portion became what we know as Plain Arcadia. Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of elation to step into the painting, which means she has not only seen Asat Pramod, but has also seen the Eon of Elation descend in all their glory.
We're playing through the main story at the moment, so there's no winning or losing at the moment, although it has been a very interesting story so far. Oh man. Though saying that, I think we're only about 20 minutes into this part of it, but the previous, portions of the story have been very over the top. There's a reason why I don't think I'm going to get this part done today. But yeah.
Good question. As for who in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to be...
IPC. She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction.
Okay.
By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to
lovely.
you in private.
Good news, bad news?
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda. Go talk to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Yeah, we're still really early on, so if you don't want to get spoiled, it'll be best to look. Yeah, definitely.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara. I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanesia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Fullwish. In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
You're too kind, General.
What I am about to tell you is something Evanesia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express.
Okay.
Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
It's cosmic level bad news.
You mean the Leviathan that can swallow whole planets? That Ouroboros the Veracity?
Looks like you know a thing or two about Ouroboros.
I've seen that terrifying thing in Herta's simulated universe.
Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course.
Okay.
No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years.
The Veracity is still alive?
The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world. Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this?
I've seen worse. I mean, you know, we keep on dealing
That's
with them.
impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron Tomb. Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity.
Yeah.
Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the Veracity.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, you are going there as well? I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect.
This is gonna be Blade's funeral? I hope not.
A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body, and eliminate the Xianzhou's arch-enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
I know, I bet in everything.
Betting? No, I don't see it that way. We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves, and in those beside us, knowing they can change the course of even the most desperate battle. That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Foolish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe. I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly, but I still need more hands to make it work.
Yeah, I mean, like every vacation we have turns into this, you know? Oh dear me. I mean, even when we took like the train to get refueled, we got attacked by this like disaster in Argenti. Like, come on. Oh man, anyway, it looks like the Phantom Games will have to come to an end soon.
What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone.
Yeah, head to the party car.
What are they all up to over there?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
What are you all doing here?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Mm-hmm. Where's Himiko? Oh, there she is.
Now, let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us. But I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
To all of us.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Cheers!
Pretty sure Sunday's classified as an express member. I don't know. After finish the drinks, the nameless and enjoy a brief moment of respite. They're saying that I don't think he has a pass on him yet, so I don't fully know. Because, for example, like everyone who's on the Astral Express has a train pass, so you can kind of see it with my characters up there. Yeah, but I don't know if Sunday actually has a pass yet. Okay, first things first.
Did you need something?
Pretty sure he doesn't, but it's not like I can tell very well. You guys are having a lot of fun. Why don't you join in with
a
me?
break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower. Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all.
Aww, thank you for being with me on this journey.
Thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
Nah, I can't tell. Maybe with the camera. I don't know. Like, I don't even think it like appears like on his model. Like I'm pretty sure because he brought out the model before he joined the Express. I can't even remember if he joined like during or after. Let's see. It's the wrong one. Pixel it. See, there he is, right at the bottom. Yeah. Honestly, there's a place they could put it. Quite easily, I think. But doesn't look like he has one. I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing with this game.
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went. We won this battle because of you.
How was everything?
When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express and nearly broke through the barricades.
Oh,
But the moment
jeez.
the Joy Ascendants appeared, they scattered without a second thought. I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous, a made-up villain or an actual threat. But I am more concerned about you. I've seen the footage of your fight with Fullwish, and you returned to the top of the tower. An enormous surge of power seemed to erupt from you. It reminded me a lot of when I
No,
saved
but
you
that's the
at Hurley
thing.
Space
It's
Station.
like the pass has a
Did
red
you tap
line.
into the power of the Stellaron?
Maybe.
The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping reality. As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea. Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it
If I
may
go
seem.
crazy, you'll just hit me with your warping stick again to knock me out of it. Yeah, so if you look at the Trailblazer, you can see, oh man, can I zoom in? There we go, there we go. You can see where it is. It's, let me get my mouse. That's the pass right there. It literally looks like the ticket. If I go to like, go to Welt. Why does he have his again? Because I know Welt had one somewhere. Oh yeah, there's his pass. His pass is right there on his arm. So there's his pass. There's Welt's pass, it's on his arm. There's Himiko. I think Himiko's pass. Where is it again? I cannot see it on Himiko. Himiko has her pass somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's Himiko's pass. I think that's Himiko's pass. Yeah, it's on one side, not the other side. It's there. But yeah, it's like Cindy has that red line, but it's like the pass is gold and red. It's basically the ticket you use. You know the ticket you use on the summoning screen? It's the red one. That's a pass. But yeah, it's like Cindy doesn't have one. I think even Dan Hang on his weird forms has his pass still. Like, there you go. There's his pass here on his, permanent, can't pronounce it. There's his pass right there. And then where's his other forms? Pretty sure it's even on his, Lunate form somewhere. I'm not 100% sure on this one, but he has it on that one, and it's on his default, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if March has hers on a weird outfit. The outfit's a bit more confusing. That's the design. It's his pass. Oh, yeah, his pass is down here on his cloak. But yeah, it's like, got a position where they can put it on Sunday. Like, they could just, like, overlay it with this little red spot here, but he doesn't actually have a pass, to my knowledge. But, yeah. Either way. I said, I kind of hope they add it, but at the same time, like, character design is also part of the advertising, so they might not. Talk to Pom Pom.
Oh, it's you! Pom Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you?
Of course we will. Conductor, do you remember anything from before the Express got back up and running?
Sadly, Pom Pom can't remember most of what happened right after the Express crashed onto this world. Pom Pom's memory of those years is like a fogged up Express window.
Don't know.
No matter how hard Pom Pom tries, Pom Pom just can't wipe it clean. But it's okay. After passenger Himiko repaired the Express, Pom Pom got to share a one-of-a-kind journey with all of you.
How did you and Himiko meet, Pom Pom?
How did passenger Himiko appear? That's odd. Pom Pom can't remember a thing. All Pom Pom recalls is having a long and fuzzy sleep.
Maybe, yeah.
And being woken by a knock at the door. And just like that, passenger Himiko was on board. The day passenger Himiko knocked, it felt like Pom-Pom was waking up from a dream. The Express's heart started beating again and the lights flickered on one after another.
Pom-Pom, have you heard of the name Graphia?
Pom-Pom hasn't. But Pom-Pom always dreams of strangers when Pom-Pom's asleep. They seem to be bustling around the Express, and there are soft clinking and clanking sounds, just like the sound of stars twinkling. But every time Pom-Pom wakes up, their faces slip away. Pom-Pom is only left with a warm and comforting feeling, knowing someone had taken good care of Pom-Pom.
Time for me to say goodbye.
Trip. Pom-Pom will take good care of the Express while you're away.
That's good. Let's talk to Himiko. Himiko's photo is on her phone screen, seemingly messaging someone. Oh, so she's being quiet too, okay. Let's talk with Danang and March. Yeah, you can see March's pass on her actual, like, base outfit. Worried about me?
A little. But March is obviously worrying too much.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I have a reasonable amount of concern for my companions.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal. You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well.
I don't think that's the point.
Cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
March is actually having the vacation.
Break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
You're overthinking it.
Yeah, we are actually more concerned about your condition, Dan Heng.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself.
Yeah, baby.
It's going to be a path fraught with danger. So, I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused. From now on, I will turn my attention to this world.
What are you going to do next?
Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Stay safe and don't make me worry too much.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
Talk to him again and get ready to set off. Let's do it.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl. She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
When should I set off?
Actually, I hoped you could take some time to rest first. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas. a place known as Inkford Hermitage.
Okay.
That's your final stop before entering the world in canvas. A place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
You're not coming with me?
I am indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself, and hear her story in her own words. But someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing with Asat Pramod. So I'll be entrusting this mission into the world in canvas to you. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
Hopefully good news. Okay.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
That's one way to put it. Quite not even talking.
And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral. If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks. A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside.
I mean, I don't know if you remember Full Wish's whole backstory, but that thing was messed up as hell. My goodness.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then. I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it.
That'd be interesting.
Even if this body is reduced to
It'd be interesting if that someone did a what if, you know?
As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas. taking me with him. And let the veracity dissolve us both.
Yeah.
Take care.
As said, the Stellaron hunters think of themselves as a family, even though it's what Blade wants. So.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
Jeez.
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
You're doing it just for the money.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment. Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say.
Aww.
The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
Feels sad because I think, you know, like I said, the Stellaron hunters seem to be very family orientated, you know, when it comes to like caring about each other. Oh, what's now?
The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is Ouroboros.
After the swarm disaster, the veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
What happened?
Fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of
Oh, that's
return.
cute.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos.
I feel like I've seen that redeem elsewhere. What's it normally attached to? I have no clue.
Preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
Jeez.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown.
Yeah.
But even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally,
Understandable.
that is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
General Yao Guo, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed.
That's actually
Now,
something interesting.
with
I
yin
love that
and
they
yang aligned,
mentioned.
and all
Whoopsie daisy, cancel. What the hell?
four
Cancel. I'm
aspects
trying
in
to
place,
pause.
as long as we set up the last formation core.
Yeah, it's like I don't get spoiled from much, but I did see a picture about this on Twitter. And yeah, the power of creation that Wout has is a reference from when he had the Hersher of Reasons core back in Honkai Impact Third. I only know a little bit of Wout's lore from watching videos back a while ago, but yeah, it's really cool. I actually don't know what path. Man, yeah, don't know when it comes to like a path to this. Like, you know, I guess it depends on what style of gameplay I would be interested in. You know, Speculation doesn't sound right. Remembrance doesn't sound right. Destruction, definitely not. But then stuff like Preservation's in there. Abundance. I mean, Abundance would follow my lore a little bit, but then again, you know, the Abundance is a bad guy. So yeah, I don't know. It's something to consider thinking up at some point. But yeah, at the moment, I have no clue. Plus, they keep adding paths every so often, so... Yeah, but then again, like, Blade is an abundance, right? He's destruction, I think. I don't even know at this point. I can't even remember. I haven't used Blade in ages. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's one of the reasons why I like Blade. It was like a decayed immortal, and that's what I have. But yeah, I have no clue. No clue. Maybe that's something to do at some point, like, you know. It reminds me of, like, seeing an artist doing, like, designs of people's OCs as, like, based on, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links art style, but imagine getting, like, an artist to do up a design based on, like, how Star Rail do, like, their character portraits, you know? The splash art. That would be cool. But yeah, let's get back to it.
The Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanescia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
Yeah.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager sought Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Assad Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear.
Yeah, it makes it confusing.
Or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they? Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one.
I don't like this
You
glitching.
bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak Warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
What?
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Planar Arcadia is the stage he chose with care, and drawing the abundance into the fray was hardly a win.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
Okay, Asheville's POV.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the elation once again declared war upon the veracity. Hey, frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open. Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward, my tongue. The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Braji opened the wine cellar, but they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
to investigate the veracity in Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
What detective notes? The case of the missing Lacie, the assistant is about a case. That's it. Trial and then put this weird in the on station and a weird. She running amok in the tavern or clues point to a lot of accidents. Okay. Yes. Scheduling to cooling system is down. Remember to repair it. The game zone constantly the Rossi sounds like fairy tale.
You two asking about the veracity? You think about walking that path?
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it! Kids always dream big. Some are bulldozers, some are monsters, and I am Autoboros! And the man.
Ugh, can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity path strider.
I don't know if it's me. It sounds like Albert's voice actor a little bit, but I don't know. Just slightly, but I don't know. I'm really bad when it comes to identifying voices.
Ouroboros?
Nah.
Yeah.
Very regrettable.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a while to realize who Pantalone's voice actor was. Which is surprising, because I know, like, you know, I've watched Bat Butler and stuff. I know Sebastian's voice. And it took me until, like, actually playing it until I realized who it was who was voice acting Pantalone. Oh, man. It depends. Sometimes voices are kind of difficult. But, yeah.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. On Root and Dorothy, when the veracity wasn't looking, roll up her skin like a grape, snatch it up and poach it. Then poof, they were gone. Comic-Con Collective don't got a veracity card. I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Oh, man. Innovators already did Talane jerky and Dorothy made up with the Eon shed skin. Scribble and things. So, I don't
They
know.
say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Then you must have a lot of stationery?
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
Books signed by Scarecrow. Tales of the Masked Fools are dared to offend the eons. Pay per second, 1-day tour of the Amber World. Remnant dream of the Permeville Imperium into the mouth of ferocity. Okay, that bit we need. Ouroboros, the ancient Leviathan survived the Dust Wars, was said to have chased Aha all the way to the roots of the imaginary tree. A fool named En route attempted to confirm the truth of this tale, but alas, he couldn't run as fast as Aha and was caught by the Veracity and swallowed whole. Who could have guessed that the inside Veracity Bay lay a wondrous world of his own? The Veracity was so massive that the lives previously devoured had established their own kingdoms on their stomach walls. Oh my goodness. Thumb-sized dwarves, clever horsefolk, talking comet cicadas. En route explored this place with delight and encountered fellow swallowed fools. Dorothy, Greg, and Shepard. Together they adventured around the Varsity Tower, they gave it a good kick, and were bleached out into the universe with mighty wrench. Jeez. En route quickly puckered all the Varsity shadow and spread it the fools like a blanket. Shepard was tossed out of a comet. The dim-witted Ouroboros was drawn to the side. The fools they escaped with their own lives. After that, countless fools sought the treasure in the Verocity's bed who never caught so much as a glimpse of Veracity again now. Everyone is a driller. Oh my goodness. Afterwards, say no to Aha.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Okay.
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school? Sparksy's here to pick you up after class. Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
Still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here.
That whole foolish thing.
I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing! But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the Veracity. Aha chases the Veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a complete mess.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
The Supramon has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
Who are you gonna put it on?
Well then, I'll
doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong,
Oh, I mentioned of Evernight.
protect me.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it.
I think her brain's about to explode.
Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness. The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths.
Oh my
People indulge
goodness.
themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Yes, the answer is all but revealed. You are Asat Pramod, Sparksy. Do you have evidence? Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is... you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
Not that again.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive? Yeah, fair point. Just take that thing off already. That's weird. I thought I was on the right track. Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic. Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat. You changed your clothes just for this? First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction. This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is... the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the Veracity! What am I even saying? Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Goodness.
Get it now? All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, Detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem. You're not wrong. Asat Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and... the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an eon to turn away from their own path.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to Plain Arcadia. So, what makes you so certain Asat Pramad is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the date? Maybe go for a
An
while.
old pal who can't stop lying. He goes on and on about death being a solitary feast, but I just saw him last week, alive.
I see you're acquainted. Please, introduce us sometime.
Go for this. Hey, Suki!
Barachi? Forget it! He's good behind the bar, but slippery as an eel. Ask him to work for Nanook, and he'd run away on the spot.
The former bartender of the tavern, everyone knows him. Couldn't be him.
How are you, Suki? I hope you're having a great day. You, Dorothy?
That's just a title. Anyone with a girlish heart can call themselves Dorothy. Between you and me, Director Sparkle used that name once too. Guess when?
Looks like this clue has little value to it.
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a few days ago. Pearl threw him into prison.
Gotham?
I know.
Wait, what? There's a Gotham City as well? What the hell? How is there a Gotham City in this game? What? That's Batman. God.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route, defeating the veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this en route? Do you know him? En route.
Oh my goodness.
Of course she does.
Sampo,
Everyone in the
disappear.
tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a morning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole.
Nihility's black hole.
What truly matters is that you have my unreal sparks and spark.
Oh, Sampo.
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back. That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home. You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
What, you mean like the cosplay outfit I'm wearing? Oh, and Spotsy just disappeared. Oh goodness, I missed that sentence. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm wearing Blaze cosplay at the moment. It's supposed to help with pulling the new Mortem Max blade, but unfortunately for me, we failed. Thank you for the small redeem. Let me do that. And thank you for the hydrate as well. I'll do that as well. Oh, but yeah, we did, I think, what, 3 10 pulls and nothing. I mean, we're quite low on pulls, like pity and stuff. I know, I need the general as well. It's, for the Elation team I'm working on. It's annoying. I'm prioritizing my favorite character, because apparently it makes Acheron a lot better to use. But yeah, I have no clue. I mean, 22 days. We got 22 days apparently on Blade's ban. I didn't check Yang Wang. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But hopefully it's the same amount of time, so I have a chance to get both. But it's going to be tight. Especially with the fake collab returning for a part 2 during the next update. Hey Ziggy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's the problem when the usernames are the same color. It just merges together, but yeah. Oh man. But yeah. I don't enjoy Sampo. Sampo is like one of those annoying characters. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Anyway, we did try to pull for Blade. We didn't get Blade, but hopefully, I mean, I don't think we're finishing the story quest today, but hopefully next time we'll be able to do another 10 pull and stuff, and I'm hoping one of the end games will reset. I think it's the one that I've completed that's resetting next, so I don't know. It's all over the place with this game. Like, I get so many more pulls on this game than I do in Genshin, but then I still can't get the characters I want. Even with Silverwater, I lost the 50-50 and had to use up basically another 80 pulls plus to get Silverwolf in the end, so I'm really behind. Yeah, I don't mind Sampo, just every time he's in the story, he's always a problem. Yeah. It's crazy what characters you need sometimes. Like, Rapper's definitely one of the ones that I do need at some point for the break. I've already got Caceres, but, yeah, it's a pain. I'd say, I would need Identity for something, you know? For example, because Finon's really good. The problem is, endgame is weird with Finon. If only just for the fact that, you know, he gets locked into his skill and stuff and takes up turns and doesn't deal as enough damage as a team of 4, you know. Oh man, it's crazy. And annoying. It's like back when Kanakeda first came out, I am glad I went with the DOT route, because DOT characters have really been supporting me on the end game recently. Like, I'm really glad, but because of that, I haven't gone into Elation as much. And of course, like I said, I've only got Silverwolf and the MC at the moment for Elation, so I need to go for Yang Wang at some point. But yeah, it's so annoying. Anyway.
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
He's trying to get work off Sampo.
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Just kidding. Money talks boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two. The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of a legend.
So, He's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Senpo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end, and then he vanished without a trace.
Interesting.
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Senpo. And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Jeez, forbidden deduction, jeez. Alright, was a fool who loves going to places where he isn't welcome. Okay. I like that. Let's talk too much.
See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow.
This is the same person.
Our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next. Oh. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
Wow.
I'm surprised as well.
You may.
Just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yun?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip.
That's cool. I love how she has a drink even though this is technically not at the bar. Or sitting down. It's kind of fun. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. And then you got Ting Young in the background. But yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Ray. Like, I mean, story would have been sometime after, not, what was it? My brain is melted on the planet the Sunday comes from. How has my brain melted this badly? Yeah. I cannot remember. I think my brain's just mad. The taste is too similar to its Lord Reigns. And of course, you're responsible for resurrection.
So, let me get to the point.
And all the cake cats.
has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone?
What happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk?
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantom Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
Interesting.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend?
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger.
Okay.
Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient leviathan.
Interesting.
Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
Oh.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Wait, that's why Mr. N's a monkey?
Beneath Ahotopia, another corpse of
That's
the Leviathan
crazy.
lies buried. If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game. This is what people call the Phantom Moon games.
Interesting.
Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection.
Oh, interesting.
By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akifili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of Veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of Veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Yummy flavors?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yuqing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war? Or allow intersecting paths to devour one another. Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks a Sapromod is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
Oh, you mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Funlock.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager. When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
Oh.
A navigator of the Express?
That's interesting.
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then. He was the one who told me about the Shadow. According to IC, he was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos.
Interesting.
I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more. Earlier, what did you two uncover in the tavern?
Someone suspected to be a Sapromod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then? Who did he say the Shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The Shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question.
That's an interesting one.
Not even Akivilli. Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
The detective game is over.
Oh, great. Detective notes, Lord Ravager Astra Pramad is back. Everything else. The laughter, but he's joke. En route heading for the true world's end. Astral Express. Haven't in a long time. Old friend.
I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Okay, I guess they're the same person, like I said earlier.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafeld City dock. The place we're going to holds clues about Graphia. Really?
I've just hit 2 hours. Let me see how far we are along.
A pleasant journey.
We just changed POV, so this might be a good place to pause. As I said, I'm trying not to do too many long streams, especially with how the Genshin ones went recently. I really don't want to do a 9-hour stream by accident, you know? So let's see where we are at the moment with the story. It's also the fact that it's like, what, almost 10 o'clock, it's like 30 minutes to... I don't know if I'll find a good pause point. I did not want that. Mission. Let's have a look then. What was it called? Lethe Below the Living. Problem is, it's always hard to tell how long some of these quests are, because, you know, they go through them like different speeds and stuff. Like, I had a look on YouTube and it seems like it's about 4-hour, 20-minute story based on one of the video lamps I saw, but it doesn't mean it will be for me. Mission list. So 7 missions in the list. And this one is number 4. So in theory, this is a halfway point. So it might actually be a 4-hour something thing. Problem is, if I continue going through it, it'll hit midnight definitely. And I really don't want to stop with, let's say, 20 minutes left of the story left. So yeah, I think we'll pause here. I think this is a fairly okay pause point. But yeah. Either way, I'm enjoying the story so far. It's definitely going a bit crazy. I'm worried about Blade pretty badly, but I don't know. No clue on that. But either way, we'll either continue the new story next week, or I could try and fit it this week, but honestly, I don't know. I do have the schedule semi-finalized now, but the problem is I might have to move things around on the actual days. Basically, it's a bit more up in the air than normal. That's why I haven't posted the schedule yet. But yeah, so we'll quickly go over the schedule and then we'll find someone to raid. I've got no stream scheduled for Tuesday or Wednesday at the moment. Thursday, Time Stranger at 7. Friday, Genshin Impact at 1. The ones that like cover like the midday-ish are the ones I might have to delay till the evening. But the problem is Genshin. Yeah, it's like, for example, it's like I might need to keep like the middle of the day free, but the problem is, like, for example, with Genshin, we're gonna try and finish the whole event that's only got like 3 days left on that day, you know, in a single stream. So longer streams, I'll kind of want to start it earlier, but at the same time, it's a bit iffy. And then Master Duel should be fine for Sunday. It's just the weekdays ones that are a bit in a pain. Yeah, it's more of the fact, like, I know what I want to stream on which day. It's just I'm unsure about the start times. I put start times down, but it's mainly the Friday one that I think is going to be the issue one, where I might have to move it to the evening. But as said, if I move it to the evening, I won't be able to finish the event fully, so I'm hoping that won't be the case. But yeah, so as said, it's a little bit all over the place because of that, but there isn't much I can do. But yeah, it'll probably be next week we finish this. Luckily, Star Rail's one of those ones where the events are a little bit more spread out, so you can complete the story better. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm able to split it in half. As said, the last 2 story quests I've done recent times, I mean, the Star Rail recent one was, I think, 7 hours or something. And then well, no, yeah, Star Rail, I think the last one was like 7 hours plus, and then Genshin it was 9 hours plus. So I don't want that. My brain is normally cooked by that point, and if I did do that tonight, it'd be like a 3 a.m. finish, you know? Either way, hopefully I'll have the schedule posted. As I said, I'll probably put a little disclaimer saying some of them might have to be moved around slightly, but I have no clue. It's just a little bit more up there. Yeah, I could. Honestly, I'm still a little bit niffed about something that happened recently with Splatoon. Normally, I keep an eye on the socials for when the next extra work, big run slash Splatfests are on, but for some reason, they didn't post about the next extra work event and I missed it. I put a little complaint in the Discord server about like, oh, I haven't played Splatoon in a while. I wonder why. Oh, it's because I missed one because they didn't post about it. Yay! First Splatoon event I fully missed. I will say this though, I noticed earlier they posted a thing for the month of July, not July, for June. They didn't do that either for May, mind you, but they do it every once in a while. So I do know when the next event is. It's a big run, I believe. So we've got that, and then of course July is normally when the Summer Splatfest is. So yeah. Oh, I know, I know. It's like unless I manually check, which I don't, who loads a game of just to manually check and I'd have to check like within I think 4 days of it occurring, I think, for it to tell me. Like as said, I was a little annoyed when I found out I missed one because though I will be slowing down on the Splatoon event like stuff eventually because it is starting to get very repetitive with the same stuff happening again and again. Like I was hoping to have it as the last thing be either the summer event or sticking to just like certain types, but it's annoying when I didn't even get a choice about it because I didn't know about it. Oh man, but that's how it can be, I just got unlucky they didn't post about it. They are posting a lot about nationals at the moment, so they probably just forgot. Supposedly the Japanese Splatoon page posted about it, but of course I don't think to check the Japanese one. Either way, either way. There's not much I can do about it now. It's missed it by like 2+ weeks, so Either way, I missed it. But I should be able to do the next Splatoon one, which I think is mid-June, I believe. I did have it up. Let me check quickly. Whoopsie daisy. I think they posted it on. It loads, mind you. Yeah, June 2026. Big run is the 20th of June to the 22nd of June. So, yeah. Should be able to do that. Of course, Splatfest. Might be the last Splatfest I do. I don't know. I was planning on stopping the Splatfest, but then they decided to do that update where they changed, like, and added that new like ability into the game and health bars and stuff, which makes it a bit more complicated on me, but Anyway, oh man. And honestly, talking about Splatoon, I keep on getting reminded about the new Splatoon game coming out in July. My sadness is the fact I don't own a Switch 2, and it's a Switch 2 exclusive from what I know. And I'm like, I want to play it like as soon as it comes out, but it's expensive getting a Switch 2, and do I like save up like, I'm planning to do a subathon for my birthday in July. Like, do I put all income for that month towards a Switch 2? Like, there's no guarantee of me even saving up enough to get it. I really don't know what to do. I could also go the throne route. I do have a Switch 2 listed on my phone, but there's nothing like on it at the moment. But I don't know. It's either that or holding off on a Switch 2 till the new Pokemon game comes out in 2027, but who wants to bet the Switch 2 is going to go up in price before then? Oh man. Stuff be expensive. Anyway. Anyway, let's go find someone to raid for today. Okay, let's bring the raid messages up. And of course, we'll finish this next week, probably. Here's the raid messages for those who are followers. Here's the one for those who have subs. Plus, feel free to check out my socials. I have Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, and a YouTube channel. For YouTube, we post the VODs, YouTube shorts, shiny hunting clips, and we're currently doing Pikmin 2 over there that I need to update at some point. I need to find a day to do it. Maybe I'm just putting off the last area. Maybe, I don't know. It's like next thing I know, another week's gone and I still haven't recorded another video for it. And of course, as I said a minute ago, I do have a phone. What's up, Saki? Type fail. Yeah, the Lacie raid ones are the emote ones. So, as I said, the raid message 2 is for those who have a sub. So it's for this one. It's for this one. If you hover over it, you'll see it's the exact same wording. It just only uses the emoji if you have a sub, basically. So I think like, for example, Yo, what's up? I think it's still subbed at the moment currently, so you know he'd be able to use it perfectly fine. But yeah, it's one is for followers and one is for subs. Yeah, because I did see back when I first started streaming, people would do that and stuff, but these days everyone seems to have just one raid message, which I am thinking about updating the raid message a little bit, but I'm not sure. It's one of those things. I haven't updated like my stream elements messages either in a while, so it's like, do I want to upgrade it? Like, I've also had thoughts of like about upgrading like the stream setup a little bit, like the overlays and used and stuff, and I would love to have like an end of stream like image or something at some point, but yeah. Yeah, all our lazy time, yeah, something like that, I don't know. Either way, it's stuff to think on, like, you know, I've been using the same overlay and model for like 2 years, probably getting close to now. I think it's, oh god, is it 4-year anniversary this year? It might be. Oh god, that's traumatically scary, that is, if it's the case. I don't even know, I'm losing track. Oh god. But yeah, I have no clue. They're saying that I do want to try out that new badge thing that Twitch has added. Where you can like do like event badges or something. I don't know if I'll do it for the birthday subathon, but for the streaming anniversary one, that sounds like a really cool thing to have, you know? But yeah, I need to look into it properly. And I am thinking about testing out TTS at some point. I think there's a cheap, funny way of doing a TTS using the Twitch side of things, you know, like the Twitch overlay thing. By removing like all the details, just have like a Twitch, a TTS points redeem, I think. But yeah. Anyway, chatting too much. But yeah, let's see who's online to raid into today. It's the beginning of the week, so we can raid into anyone. Anyone I recognize? Quite a few of them, moment. Oh, have you got a new PC? Yeah, what's up? That's nice. Honestly, unboxing a PC and setting it up is probably the most enjoyable thing that I find when it comes to using a computer. Like the feeling of starting a new computer, man. Oh, man. They're saying that my laptop's definitely getting up on age now, which is kind of sad, but it's managing, but I might have to upgrade eventually myself, but I'm probably going to upgrade my Switch before then. Oh man, the one thing about getting new PCs is they're expensive. But yeah, hopefully the setup went well for you, yo, what's up? And that everything's working smoothly, as they say. Ooh, that's exciting. Then I'll say good luck in setting it up, yo, what's up? Hopefully it goes smoothly. What type of OS is it, by the way? Is it Windows, I'm guessing? Windows is like the default these days. Oh, but yeah, hopefully it gets set up well. Ah, yeah, the da 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 da. Oh man, it's been ages since I've opened like anything major. Like even if you consider like the biggest thing I've had recently is my laptop type stuff. Yeah, Windows. Yeah. Windows is always 50-50 on more recent years, but hopefully it works out fine. I still remember, like, I think, what was it? One of the recent, like, Windows patches, like, caused people's C drives to brick. Like, you can't even make it up. Oh, man, but yeah. Honestly, I still miss the old Windows. Like, you'd install it, you'd select what you wanted, you can opt out of things and stuff. Like, Windows 7 was still probably one of my favorites, along with, like, what was it, Vista, probably. you know? Oh, man. And even now, like, Windows 10 and 11 is still a bit meh. XP and 7, yeah. I can't remember if it was Vista or XP, but like, I can't remember with that, because I remember my first laptop had either of those two, and then my second laptop had 7 on it. And then I had one with Windows. I think I've had at least one of each almost. Though I say that, I think I mentioned it before, like, I do want to try and get my old desktop working, because it was a gaming computer, in quotation marks. Probably not anymore in comparison to current modern standards, mind you, but that thing had, like, Windows 8.1 on, but, of course, I think I mentioned it before, but that one had a hard drive fail. I did start working on it, though, we backed up the hard drive onto a new hard drive. We loaded up the old one so it just worked. But of course, as of anything that's on an old OS, like, knowing the fact that the way it fixed it was to uninstall and factory reset the software portion of it, half the stuff for Windows 8.1 don't even exist anymore, so that thing ain't working very well either. And then the other thing is whether I run it on a Windows 10 system, but the problem is I still have to buy a new license for it, which is expensive. And I say Windows 10 because I don't think I can upgrade to Windows 11 on it. It's like, what was it? 90% of computers wouldn't be able to upgrade to Windows 11 for some reason. It's like annoying. Oh man, but yeah, I have thought about trying to build it up, and fix it, but honestly, knowing the fact that quite a few PCs have, like, see-through, like, you know, instead of being like, metal on all sides, it's see-through, like, in a way. It is a window. Oh man. But yeah, honestly, like, I keep on seeing, like, when those Star Rail do, like, those, like, giveaways and stuff, and you'll see, like, this really cool, like, Star Rail themed PC, with a character design on it. I'm just like, oh my god, that looks beautiful. If only I could get one. I'd love that. Oh man, some of the PCs are just crazy these days. Anyway, we've gone really off topic talking about PCs, haven't we? But as said, yeah, that one, yeah. Problem is, it's like way out of budget, you know? I'd love to get one of those, but I don't even think I have a place to even put it properly. Like, I can imagine, like, in comparison to my old one, my old desktop, it's probably like twice the size I would have thought. At least in diameter, I would have think. I would say it's probably the same height, but I can't even imagine. But yeah, it's crazy how beautiful the hype ones look. I'm just gonna bring it up on my phone. But yeah, it's like I still remember like a while back, like really wanting like Paimon chair from Genshin and stuff, and being like, yeah, I can't afford that. But yeah, the case just looks so nice. I think it's only the case too, but still, like. I'll say this, the Silver Wolf one I would love. As mentioned, Silver Wolf is one of my favorite characters. Gamer, for one, but also, I know it's kind of subjective because I know voice actors aren't the character, but it has a voice actor that I do like. If only because they played a character from Digimon Tamers type thing, but you know, but yeah. Yeah, I got you on there, yeah. But yeah, I'd love to own like a new like proper gaming PC. Like I said, they're too expensive. Plus, like, I mean, if I had the choice, I'd love to build my own at some point. You know, I have a fair amount of technical knowledge on building PCs, but as said, most of it came from like, you know, dismantling school computers and stuff, and during like IT and stuff class. But yeah. Yeah, yeah. As I said, stuff is just too expensive, and like I said, it's like, you know, I'd love to have that. I mean, I love gaming PCs, but I always loved how portable laptops are and the fact they survive through power cuts better, you know. But then there's also the Switch 2 stuff, which is also expensive, and oh man, everything's expensive. Oh man, it's like, you know, I'm still job finding, you know, in between streaming and stuff like that, which is why I can't stream every single day of the week, you know, and then of course, you know, my enjoyable day off on Saturday, but it feels like even when I do get a job, I wouldn't be able to afford it for quite a few years on top of the streaming. Anyway, as said, yo, what's up? Hopefully the setup goes well for you with your new computer. Setting up and then, of course, transferring all your games over and stuff is probably going to be the more stressful part of things, but hopefully it all works out well for you. Okay, but yeah, let's get back to the raids. We've already put the raid messages in chat, but I'll just put them back in just as a thing for those who didn't get to copy them. There they are. And yeah, who are we gonna raid today? Let me reload the app up just in case someone's finished streaming while we're doing that. Let's have a looky. Stream manager, raid channel. Let's go raid Exodus. I'm trying to remember. They posted about their streaming anniversary right earlier, I think, in the Discord. I think it's their 4-year one. I'm just double checking. Can't remember if it was today or not, or coming up. Let me see. General Lounge. I think it's where they put it. Today, oh, 5th year as a VTuber. Yeah, so we'll go raid Exodus because they've updated their model. And such. So let's go send support their way. They're currently playing some Potopia. I have to say it that slow because otherwise it goes into a you know. Ugh. But yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream. As I said, we'll continue with Star Rail next week, most likely. Enjoying the story so far. We're about halfway through it, so hopefully we can finish it up fully during the next stream. I said I don't want another 6-hour stream by accident. Oh man, I don't mind long streams, but I'm normally brain dead by the end of them. Yeah, I will. We'll be having some food in a bit and resting up. And I said no streams tomorrow, but yeah, I'll see you for the next stream. Anyway, looks like we're reading out now. So have a great day all. Bye. Oh man.